Geek Life presents.
What's up, and welcome to the Week in Geek. It's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And we're here to hit you with the hottest in comic book trends. But first,
Guys, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. We've been loving going back and forth with you guys. We're trying to give this book a nice home.
we're at 392.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Keep sharing with your friends. Let them know. Maybe they're interested in the book. We know you are. So keep talking to us. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, I think next week, tune in next week, because I think I'm going to give away a free book.
Next week?
Yeah, I don't know what it is yet. Something hot. Maybe some new future state, something,
Okay.
Yeah, just so, keep interacting. Show this love.
Yeah, let's see what you guys are into.
So, are you planning to watch WandaVision this week?
Of course I'm planning to watch it. I'm excited about this. This is sparking off the new era of the Marvel shows. I can't wait.
So, is this the official beginning of Phase 4?
I believe so. To me it is, because, we kind of, in the movie world, we kind of been waiting for Black Widow. We thought with the beginning of everything that was going down that they would release it sooner, but it seemed like they kept pushing things back. But now with the shows coming out and just all the trailers they dropped, forget it.
I keep wondering, why is not Scarlet Witch in the Vision, the comic book? Why did it not blow up? I have not seen it on the list yet.
It's funny, I agree with you. It seems like all these other books are blowing up because of the show, but not the actual title itself.
We'll wait to see what happens next week, but maybe it is. But now, we're going to hit you with this week's top 10.
Bada bang.
Alright, number 10 on the list is crossover number 3, but the Todd McFarlane cover B foil variant.
Man, this is a dope book. And it's selling for like $166 right now.
Yes, but there's so many other variants too. We thought he was just going to come out with one book, but there's so many different ones now.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they throw out like a secret variant?
There's a secret one, there's a black and white one. And if you read crossover, it is just so dope how they're just throwing these things in. It's like, is it going somewhere? Or are we going to have this big mashup or not?
Now, I'm glad that this is on the list, because it's still early enough for me to jump on it and put it on my pull list. Because I forgot to add it to my pull list. I did get number 1, but now I got to go back and look for number 2.
If it leads to the big matchup, like they say, this is definitely a spec book. Because all of a sudden, one, which sold okay, is then going to be hot.
Yeah, definitely. I think this title has the potential to catch heat a little bit further down the road.
You heard from us. Catch up on crossover.
Number 9 is Star Wars The High Republic number 1. This book immediately was fire.
Yo, it was like, I'm not a big Star Wars fan like that. I'm not a Trekkie. I like Star Wars, but
yeah, I like both worlds.
But there's some timing to me. I didn't like them last 3 movies, but I love The Mandalorian. So when I go to the shop, I sometimes pick up a book, sometimes don't.
Definitely.
And then I skipped out on this book, and then I checked, because I did the Geek Life top 10, seen it blowing up, went back to the comic shop, everything is gone.
It's crazy how this awesome show is just translating into more comic book sales. Because it seems like people are looking for Star Wars anything right now in the comic book world.
But just the variants are going from $34 to $266. This is a book that came out a few days ago.
And there's something like 24 variants to
yes.
this book. It's crazy. It's and from what I've seen, to be honest with you, the book itself, I don't like the title, the logo, but the covers are dope.
Oh, that sway cover? That sway cover is ridiculous. That's the one I wanted. And I could have picked it up for $10. Now it's going for like $50, $60 on eBay.
Guys, when you have the opportunity to get something that you like, you need to jump on it. Because if 2020 showed us anything, is that these books are not going to stay at cover price for long. That
secondary market catches fire, and it catches fire quick. All right, number 8 on the list is Dark Knight's Death Metal number 7.
Man, this is a dope cover. I'm really feeling this book.
Man, just for a cover A to blow up, going for $20 strong
already, and it's still on the comic book shelves right now. You can if you're lucky enough, you can go get it on right off the rack. But if you go buy it like on the secondary market online, you're gonna pay like $20 for it.
Straight up. Yeah. But it's like a beautiful cover. I had to buy like 3 of them because I seen it, and then I had to get one for my lady. But then it was just like, man, this cover is dope, and I think it's selling for the meeting of the 2 Wonder Woman, but also just the appearance of that cover. Yeah,
definitely. I think sometimes, despite any title or whatever, the popularity of the title, sometimes a dope cover just kind of like blows up, and like the collectors out there want to go get it.
Kind of like that Amazing Spider-Man 55.
Exactly like that book. Because, not everybody's collecting that run, but everybody wants those books.
Now the second
print that's coming out.
That white and black one. Not the black and white original, but that white and black one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's already going for 100 strong on the internet.
Unbelievable.
Crazy. I'm saying this is crazy times. Get in while you fit in.
Crazy times. Number 7 on the list is the one I've been talking about. Department of Truth #1 comes back strong on this list. Guys, listen to me and get on the bandwagon. This title is dope. Maybe it's not for everybody if they're not into that type of stuff, but if you are, like conspiracy theories and things like that, like pick it up. It's dope.
I'm telling you right now, I don't feel this book.
I know.
And like, it's been sitting on the shelves. I haven't picked it up. I got a couple, but why do I care what the Illuminati say?
You don't. You don't have to care. It's not for everybody, to each their own. That's the beauty of collecting. You go for what you want, what you like, and if enough people have the same interest, then the book catches heat.
There's mad rumors that it's quickly going to become its own TV show, and a lot of A-list actors are already wanting to sign on.
Now, I can definitely see this story perfectly lends itself for a series format. Is dope.
But I thought there was like a movie like this back in the day.
Yeah, of course. And, the stories are told and retold in different ways. But this story is unique and it has its own flavor.
So if there was one conspiracy theory that you could really find out the truth, which one would it be?
If there was only one that I could find out the truth about, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'm going to say I want to know who really shot Kennedy.
I bet you we know, but, it just hasn't been confirmed, right?
It's like aliens.
It to be true.
We know what's up, but they're not going to tell us.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes, do we really need to know?
No.
Nah.
I'm saying what I don't know doesn't hurt me or shoot me with lasers.
So don't get shot by lasers, but go to your comic book shop and put this on your pull list.
All right, number 6 on the list is Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues, #1.
All right, I'm not going to lie. The first time this title made an appearance on our top 10 list, I was shocked. Back then, the show was just strictly a YouTube show. Like, only people like me were really into it. Like, people my age, people that grew up with the movie. Now, with the 3rd season being released directly to Netflix, this show is picking up heat.
I watched the first season, got into a little into the second, but I love the fact that they look at Danny now as the bully.
I think that's hilarious. I think it's so funny. I need to rewatch the first season because I haven't seen season 2 and 3 yet, but I don't know if I see it that way.
But think about it. If somebody came into your hood and took your girl, how you gonna act?
Right, but if you rewatch the movie, I mean, we clearly see who's the hero.
It's a matter of perspective. The Joker thinks he's the hero.
I don't think he does. I don't think he thinks he's the hero.
He brings humor to Gotham.
I think he thinks he's necessary.
It's saying it's all a matter of perspective.
Perspective. Yeah.
See, I got it out. Perspective.
Yeah. So are you guys collecting Cobra Kai? Are you watching the show?
And who's the real villain? I'm starting to think it's Danny.
In the show, the villain is the coach, the Cobra Kai guy.
It's still Danny in the movie.
Not Johnny anymore. Now they've humanized him, and your heart goes out to the character.
I'm with Johnny in the movie now and on the show. Danny's the bully.
We need to have like a Collector Kings Karate Kid marathon and watch not so much the 3rd movie, but the first 2.
And we'll check it out. We'll let you know.
Yeah. Number 5 on the list is also another return book. We talked about this book previously. This is Star Wars Mace Windu number 5. Sorry, yeah, and this is a controversial in the collecting world title because we don't know if it's like the first appearance in continuity
of Ahsoka.
Say it is.
And they're like, is a non-canon book really the first appearance? With that Clone Wars becoming unattainable,
right?
People are switching to this Mace.
Yeah, it seems like people are getting real selective on what they consider a first appearances now. And if you've been in this game for a while, you see how like the perspective on that has changed throughout the years.
It had this book going for $4.85 for a 9.8. Saying $80 straight raw, and then like last year you could get it for around $20.
Right. This was a book that I think is starting to surprise people because to be honest with you, I think it's going to keep climbing.
And it's going to keep climbing. This is more turning into one of those Wolverines 180 or 181.
Which is it?
I say 180. I think if a person shows up in any form, that's an appearance.
I agree.
So, but some people would argue it's down. What do you think is the first appearance? Put it in the comments. Number 4 on the list is an oldie but goodie, Mighty Thor #1, but that hip hop variant for MF Doom.
Rest in peace, brother. Like, this book is catching heat again just because it's a tribute to one of his albums.
Right? And so he passed away on October 31st, Halloween, but they didn't let us know until December 30th. Why do you think that is?
I honestly don't know, but I can respect it. I'm sure it had something to do with his privacy. He definitely, if you're a hip hop head like us, and you've been following him for a while, because he's been around since like I was a kid, like in my teens, 20s, whatever. But he was never about like fame and everything like that. That's why he kind of rocked the mask. He wanted
the lyrics.
You to be more concerned about what he was saying, what he was spitting, and I think that's a valuable lesson in the game.
And I'm gonna respect the family privacy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad this is gaining heat. Say rest in peace, MF Doom.
Rest in peace. Today's number 3 is Truth, Red, White, and Black, #1. This is the first appearance of
Isaiah Bradley,
okay,
which is like the OG Captain America.
Now, you schooled me to this because I didn't know about this. This book came out in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of like a backstory, a prequel to like pre-Steve Rogers Captain America.
Well, you got to think. I'm saying America, I love my country. I'm a vet. But we used to do some shady stuff back in the day. And African Americans would be test subjects for different, from like the Tuskegee Project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they did a similar experiment.
With the super soldier serum.
You know what I'm saying? So then we got Isaiah Bradley, the original Captain America. I call him the OG because I'm a Cap fan.
Yeah,
and I love Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
So, but Isaiah is also saying the grandfather of Elijah, who's the Patriot on the Young Avengers.
Yeah, this is dope. So I'm glad you taught me about this character because I too am a Captain America fan. He's in my top 5 since I was a kid. I want to go and hunt for this book. It's actually an affordable key.
$25
for a raw book, which isn't too bad. It's not, out of your budget. Go out and get it.
And there's nothing on eBay or any of the sites for a graded one. So I'm gonna have to go into the CGC census and see how many are out there, period.
Right. So this might be a rare, hard to find title. I'm not sure.
And imagine if you pull a 9.8 and you have one of the only ones.
That would be awesome. That's kind of the joy of collecting.
Now, Mug, you can name your price. So you might need to be on the look. Number 2 on the list is a favorite of mine, Batman Beyond, #1. Saying this Mug is going for already $2,000 for a 9.8.
I absolutely love how this book pulled a Miles Morales and just kind of like blew up.
Yo, I love it. Which kind of messes me up with this future state, how he's not Batman. So why Terry not Batman?
I don't know. But we need to read and see what's going on. We read earlier that they had plans to change Batman even long before Future State.
to a black man, but then they scrapped that for Future State. But I'm saying the reason this book is hot right now because Michael Keaton is expected to play an older Bruce Wayne, so we're thinking it might be Batman Beyond.
Now, supposedly he's going to be the Batman in that universe instead of Ben Affleck. I don't know how to feel about that because Ben Affleck, even though he didn't get great movies, the script wasn't all there, but he's a dope looking Batman. Oh, now, don't get me wrong. I love Michael Keaton's Batman.
The best Batman.
I love him.
In my opinion, he's the best Batman.
I totally agree. Christian Bale was almost there, but there was, like we talked earlier, there was some things we didn't like.
The first movie to me was trash. The second one was good except for the ending. I love the third one.
I love the first one. The second one is unbelievable. I love it. It's kind of like Spider-Man 2 to me. It's the best in the series. And the third is like,
What? That Bane? I mean, I love that. I love the reality of it. So we're going to see where Keaton, because Keaton to me is the original Batman. I'm Batman. You can't beat that.
That's right. That's right.
Who's your favorite Batman? Put it in the comments. Let us know.
Today's number one book is one that actually surprised me that is climbing that quickly. And it's still an affordable key. Today's number one book is Spider-Man 2099, number one.
Woo! It's like last year I remember that this book was going for like $1.
Yes, absolutely. Like these 2099 titles, previously to like the popularity of the Spider-Verse, they used to be dollar books.
And now with them tweeting about saying Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse number 2, they use 2099. And we all seen the ending of the first one.
Right, spoiler alert.
But they made it official.
They made it official and he's coming out, so this book is catching heat. Go out and get it. You can still get it for like $25.
Now here's the question. Does it catch up with Miles?
No, this book will never catch the heat of Miles, in my opinion. I think, especially since it was a 90s book and the gimmicky foil covers, there's too many of these books out there.
This like, overloaded.
It's so easy to get this book. And there's different variants to it as well.
And I love Miles, but 2099 had his own unique set of powers that mimicked the spider, which I dug about it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I could really see it blowing up, but I don't think it's going to catch Miles. Miles is just,
it won't.
That's one of them OG keys right now. Them Grail calls. Well, that's the show for today. I'm saying thank you for showing up. Holla at us. Let us know what you know about WandaVision. Look out for some new shows coming from the Collected Kings. Make sure you go to Geek Life Comics because we're always putting you with the hard to find books.
Always.
It's the homie Kool-Aid. Oh, and now he's the homie Rich. I'm saying, and peace.
Be good, everybody.
MGP on the beats.